Here we are again on the River Kennet in Royal Berkshire, and it's one of my favourite rivers. It's so clear, and normally though this time of the year it would be somewhere about this high and bombing through. I don't think I've ever seen it so low for the winter. I expected there to be snow and it to be bombing through. We've been very lucky really this year with the weather, although in northwest Scotland they've had more rain than they've ever had in the last 50, 60 years. And in eastern Scotland, just like on our own eastern seaboard, we've had virtually none. It's most peculiar. To show you how really mild it is for this time of the year, I do believe on the end of the island here there's a nest with some mallards' eggs in it. Oh, look at that, she's got 5 eggs in there. She must have been laying them in January. That's amazing. Well, before I mosey on downstream and explore the rest of the river, this pool is just too tempting. I've put some maggots in there at the head of the whitewater, and I'm going to follow in with my float tackle. I've had to use a very heavy float for this pool, an Avon one, and it's got 4AA shot to keep the bait right down on the bottom where the dace and the grayling live. It's belting down there at the moment. It really is pulling through. Hook a fish in this sort of current and it get a lovely fight. Just holding it back steadily. Cool, look at that, we're in straight away. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, it's going in the current. I'll have to put a bit of side strain on it and get it out of that main water there. Well, that does feel like a good fish. It also feels like a big grayling. Yes, it is a big grayling. Oh, look at that dorsal fin on the surface. Oh, what a lovely start. Don't come off. Come on. In you come. Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's a super start to the day. That is, Wilson, isn't it? Now, steady on. Oh, he's jumping all over the place. Don't want you to jump back in before I got hold of you. Oh. Where's the hook? Oh, it's come out in the net. That's a bit of luck. Oh, what a beautiful fish to start the day. Look at that. That's a male grayling. They've got that lovely big sail-type fin. Look at that, and the beautiful colours there. Beautiful colours. What a lovely start to the day, isn't it? What a super fish. That one's gone back nicely. I like to watch him swim off. The water's so beautifully clear here. It really is wonderfully clear. That's what I like about these southern chalk streams. They're so pure. You can see there's willow moss. Bung that in straight again and see if I can hit that same spot. I haven't actually put the float there before. It's not always easy to go. No, it's not really going there this time because the main... Oh, yes, it is. It's just... Yes, here we are. Oh, this is a good fish. Hello, what have we got here? Oh, that feels very good indeed. Very good. It's going very slowly, so I don't think it's a trout. Might be a chub, you never know. Sometimes you get chub in these fast pools. Hello, hello, something's... That looked to me like a very big roach then. It came to the top. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful with this fish. It's back in the... Oh, that's an enormous roach. Oh, I have to be very careful with this. One heavy roll in that current there and it'll pull the hook out. Come on, come to Johnny. Ooh. Oh, the pressure against the hook is enormous at this point. Yeah! Oh, gotcha! Cool, look at that! Well, I never expected to catch anything like this today. Oh, that's a real whopper. That's got to be close on 2 pounds. He's got a very unusual orange blotch there. It's almost like a sort of a birthmark. Very strange. Look at that. Isn't that absolute magic? Well, I've completely changed tack now. I've got a very light stick float on, a smaller hook, and I'm going to fish the sort of tiny little stream that most people, when they're river fishing, ignore. This is a lovely little carrier, this one. This is something I've designed on the end of my keep net bag. A bit of foam and... Ooh. Whenever I'm kneeling, it just gives me that much extra comfort. Put a few maggots. Oh, it's very fast there. Now, I don't think this is much deeper than about 3 feet. Try a couple of maggots and trot through. This old maggot pouch is handy. Stops me keep having to open and shut bait tins all day long. If I'm using worms, I might put worms in the other side as well. Just 1 or 2. Now, you never know what you're going to get in these little... Mind those bits of old crud there, otherwise I'll get caught up. Love fishing these little spots. You never really know what you're going through. Lovely there. Might be a little bit too deep there. That's pulling that through beautiful. I think I was a little bit too deep. Yes, I was. There's a little bit of stuff on it. It was a little bit too deep then. Come down a couple of inches. It's very shallow in front of me, and then it smooths out at the edge of the pool there. So you've got to try and work out where the fish are going to be lying. That's still too shallow. I'll have to cast it downstream. That's better. Give it a quick flip and let that go through. That's lovely. That's going through lovely. A lot of flies hatching here. In this sort of mild... Hello. Oh! That was a good fish. I was going to say in this mild weather I would expect them to hatch. It's very windy too. Oh, the hooks there turned in on a maggot and masked it when I struck. A lot of trains going by today. Hell of a lot of trains. Can't escape noise even in the deepest countryside. It's amazing, it really is. Oh, that's soon gone. Come on, let's see what's in here. Down we go. Oh, yes. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, that's cool. God, that looks like a good-sized chub. I'm going to have to let that get down there. Oh, that is a good fish. God, this water's a lot fast. No, it isn't. No, it's a grayling. It's a big grayling. I thought that was a chub then when I saw that big bat come out. This is so fast here. I've got to be careful I don't rip the hook out. That's me net. Oh, come on. Oh, this flow here is absolutely incredible. I should have extended the net there, Wilson. Gotcha. Oh no, I haven't. Jumped out. Cool, look at that. First trot down. See these tiny little places? Look at that. They produce the fish. 6 foot wide, 3 foot deep, the sort of place most anglers would ignore, and yet within minutes you can catch fish like that. It's a fine looking fish. Whoops. Hold still while I do my dentist work. And let's put you back straight away. Just trotting through there beautifully. And I had a little tiny twitch then. Yes, hello, what's this? Oh, this is better. Cool. Oh! What on earth is this? I was trying to get in those sedges there. Oh, this is a better fish. Oh, it's a chub, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh. God, I can't bring it up against this flow. Come on. Got his mouth open. Yes. Whew. Well, look at that. It's not as big as I thought, but it's a reasonable fish. You never believe you'd catch fish like this in these little tiny streams. Look at that. He's not a monster, but it's okay, isn't it? About 2.5, 3 pounds. Oh, careful. Let's put him back straight away. Oh. There you go. Looks even smaller in the water. It's beautifully quiet through these woods. Just the noise of the birds. Be careful with my rod tip here though, against these elderberries. Is he coming out into leaf too? Oh, look at this. A glorious patch of snowdrops. That's beautiful. They're so early, they're not normally out like that until the end of March. Some ash here, birch. And I don't know what that's doing there, but it looks like a flowering cherry. It's odd, right in the middle of the woods. This looks an intriguing little pool. I bet that's pretty during the summer, what with these tussock sedge and sedges all along that bank and big patch of reed mace there. It's quite deep here, and at the tail end it shelves up about here where this big bed of watercress hangs out, and there's some streamer weed on the bottom. I'll even give that a bit of a go later on, we'll see. There's so much water here, just don't know where to fish sometimes. Well, here we are, we're on a different part of the river now, and I'm in to fish almost instantly. It's still the River Kennet, but it looks much different to the Weirpool and all the other little carriers. I don't know what this is, but it feels very good indeed. What is it? Yep, I think it's a little rainbow. We'll have to unhook you carefully, won't we? It's a nice thing sitting down low to the water. You can just unhook the trout where he is. There we are. Oh, devil, soaked me. That was a good start, but we're not really after trout, are we? We're after roach and dace. Put a couple more maggots on. The reason I'm fishing the far bank is because there's a deep run that's carved out by the flow about 50 yards upstream of me. The current veers across to that far bank, and on my own bank here is quite a few silt beds and mud banks, but on the other bank there it's considerably deeper. It's probably twice the depth, and that's why the fish are over there. Lovely trotting this. It's the way to view these rivers really, try and interpret where the fish are going to be by the current deviations. We've done the same in the Weirpool, but we're looking for different things when we're on the main river itself, because it's in essence the same width. And oh, here we are. And looks all the same depth all the way across, but of course it isn't. What have we got here? Feels quite good. I think it's a greyling. Could be a dace, I don't know. Some big dace in this main river as well. What's this? Could be a roach. It's going well, whatever it is. No, it looks like a grayling. Let's unhook you in the water. Come here. Just unhook you in the water and then you'll come to no harm whatsoever. Hook's just in the bottom lip there. Yep. Away you go. Thing in this river, you never really know what to expect. It could be a grayling, rainbow, brown trout, dace, roach, chub. I've heard that there's even one or two good perch in this stretch and some carp too. It's most unusual if we get a carp this time. That's going through beautifully now, absolutely beautifully. I've gone a little bit over depth on this cast, just to see if I can scrape bottom a little bit harder. Got a dust shot about 20 inches from the hook and a number 4, the same distance above that, and then there's just the shots around the float. So the presentations is really quite sensitive, for me anyway. I'm not a match angler. Yes, we're in. Oh, this feels a good fish. What's this? Hello, hello, hello. This does feel very big indeed. Oh dear, Wilson, you're going to have to take your time with this. This isn't having any at all, it's going on the other side of the river. And it's very heavy as well. It's not fast like a trout, it's very deliberate. Picked up a bit of weed around the floor, it's just surface. It looks like a chub. That's definitely a chub. That's a good fish too. I thought that was a really good fish then, but it isn't. It's not that big at all. Come on, I'll net this one. I'm not going to bother to pick this one out. In you come. Oh, lovely. Ooh. Put the rod down and have a look at you. Not a massive fish, but probably about 2.5 pounds, something like that. Oh. Well, what a wonderful day we've had. We've had roach, dace, grayling, trout and chub. It's been an absolutely wonderful time here on the Kennet. And if you have a look over there right this minute, there's a short-eared owl quartering that meadow. Look at that. Well, just by way of a change, just split the day up a little. I've taken the float rod back to the car and picked up my lure rod because the river keeper assures me there's 1 or 2 good pike lying along those sedges there. So I'm going to give them a go. I'll put the glasses on. Well, here we are. This is where I expect the pike to be laying, somewhere along this thick bank of sedges. It's very squelchy and I'm going to have to be careful here I don't scare fish off before I've even had a cast for them. It's just to test the clutch on the reel first. I don't want to have a break up first cast. I've got a little tiny vibratory action plug on which has got a rattle inside it, and when I twitch it it'll send out vibrations, and pull hard it'll dive. And during these initial casts I like to vary the retrieve, quick, do it a bit slow, so the lure doesn't do the same thing twice. Normally by now we should have had a take Right, I think I'm going to move just above the willow. It's a nice thing about this method, it's a roving game and you never get bored in one spot. This bank's so spongy here, it's ridiculous. It's a nice spot here, I can work all along this near bank. Not too close to the sedges, Wilson. Now, that's where I would expect them to be lying. Just on there. Have a little twitch. Then it comes to the surface again. Yes, we're in. You. I'd let that come up to the surface then and I was just going to twitch it again. Oh, it's not a big fish, but, well, I don't know. Oh, it's not a big one. God. Let's put my green glove on. I like to glove pike out. I don't like messing about with nets. I'm just going to move him along here. I'm going to have to be rather careful with this one, I think. Gotcha! Oh, that's lovely. Tremendous. Well, that's good for a... There we are. Not a very big fisher's pike go, I'm afraid. But absolutely great fun and light tackle. I don't think I'm going to put him back in the river, though, as it's a trout fishery. I think I'll put him back in the side stream.